It's not a racing game, I swear.
It's still a game that no one's ever heard of.
You sure? We gotta make sure.
No, I'm like 99% sure this is not a racing game. Let's bring the screen up. Okay. So, the disc is a little nicked up. I'm hoping it works, otherwise we're going to have a very abrupt change of plans for streams.
We'll just do Iceborne again.
Sure, why not?
Um.
Oh, so it'll be a Zero Master stream.
Also, I don't think I ever got to mention this, but that screen cap for the intro, that was a GameFly commercial, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I think I remember seeing that on TV. I've seen it many times, and I'm just like, wait a minute.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much should I drink right now?
Well, right now, nothing. We're just sitting at the idle screen.
Oh, okay then.
But on that note, I'm going to start the game.
By the way, Unreal, do me a favor. Remind me to kill Zero later.
No. Do it yourself.
I saw that 1 hour thing y'all did at Anime North.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Whatever. I'm kind of upset y'all didn't do WrestleMania arcade game video.
We didn't land on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Scott would be the only one that would have anything to say about anything about it.
Yeah, good point. I actually want to join you guys when you do that.
Oh, it worked. So, let me just read the description. From the acclaimed creator of Castlevania Lament of Innocence comes Nano Breaker.
Oh god, this game?
A sci-fi thriller that jams at breakneck speeds. The world is...
it'll jam all right. You're going to be seeing jam all over the fucking floor in this game.
Yeah, Sopa Zeta. There are more guys. And I'm going to get that drink now.
In Nano Breaker, the world is overrun by nanomachines that harvest human blood and iron to construct an army of monster machines. Now, is the iron in the blood, or do they mean just like iron from structures?
Sopa Zeta. So you're saying Nano Breaker's the beta of Castlevania 64?
No, well, this
I know what he means, but
this is after Lament of Innocence, so Curse of Darkness.
Is it after? If it's a beta, it should be like
It says 2005.
Was beta and then turned into its own thing.
Well, it says from the creator of Castlevania Lament of Innocence.
Okay, so cannot.
Yeah, this came out after Lament of Innocence.
I don't know. I think Raiden's looking pretty good.
So I know that this game, as far as I know, from what I've heard, isn't great. I saw the X-Play review years ago on it, and I'm just like, well, look at all that blood. Oh, it's not blood. 2 out of 5. Oh, to be fair, I've kind of wanted to play this too, regardless.
It's always been a game I've kind of like maybe seen out in the wild, but never really knew anything about. Or what it would be.
And it may not be related, but Nano Breaker is the other kind of game where, like, Chaos Legion, you just kind of see it and you're like, okay. And I'm talking about, like, the box or the title, and then you just kind of leave it. You know what I mean? It's like a...
It's there like to, like...
rating of look at it type of game.
It's there to fill the shelf space.
Yeah, it's always a game...
Yeah, like my entire collection.
I mean, yeah, it's a game you would probably see on, like, shelves and, like, stores or rental places or something like that.
Oh shit! I forgot to crop out the game window. But it's kind of awkward to do it during a scene where there are black bars because I can't tell where the bottom of the screen is.
You don't worry about it right now.
Was someone eating into the mic?
No, I'm drinking Moscato.
Ew.
I'm drinking the mic.
I'll drink your mic.
What?
You'll practice me. Is that some sort of threat? Now, are these things at all related to the guilt virus from Trauma Center?
It would not surprise me.
I would know. I mean, I feel like you could probably just quote the Metal Gear Rising line over and over with this game. You know, nanomachine, son.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I don't think nanomachines can do that, son.
Don't touch my son! Well, I guess that answered my question about the iron.
Yeah, shoot bullets at it. It won't absorb it or anything. No, keep shooting, please. Jeez, I knew the military was stupid when it comes to Godzilla, but I didn't think it was this stupid. You're safe now, little one.
Hey, Shadowmancer, you're just in time. For the day of all the blood. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that the lips are synced to the Japanese dialogue. Wait, now it seems like it's syncing up.
Is it weird that I think Zone of the Enders does a better job at syncing?
You forget who directed those games.
Tis true.
So, sounds like something's rubbing a mic.
Not me this time. Just in case, I am going to fix it a little bit to where...
Don't do it. Well, don't do it live.
I'm trying my best not to.
There's a mute button.
Okay, how am I coming in now?
You were coming in fine.
Okay. Wire was wrapped around, so never mind. I swear to Christ, I'm gonna get one of those mics that's far away from me.
So let me tell you about pacing. You don't have like a solid minute of action, guns being fired, people being ripped apart, and then follow with 5 minutes of old dudes talking in a boardroom.
They have to assess the situation. It's like these weird nano things popped up, and they're like, "Well, what do we do?"
Get the one guy that'll clean up this mess. I want John Matrix.
Oh,
Kirby's
thank you,
ready.
Kirby, for the host.
Guess he must have just got done streaming the Iceborne.
I take it
Beta.
Tigrex died a quick death.
No.
Zero, you're dead.
No, we could beat Tigrex. We ran out of time.
Well, if it was just the two of you, I imagine it would have been tricky.
Also, Vambaros is so great. I love him.
Oh, I like Mr. Plow too.
I tried to feed him meat, but he wouldn't eat it, and I was like, "Oh, okay,
Zero, you're a dead man.
you're a dead man."
You know why.
I didn't do shit.
Yeah, right. Anime North video? An hour and a
Oh
half?
no, we made a remark about you because we knew you we would because it's wrestling related.
No, I said the other remark. Don't watch this. It's too spooky. Asshole.
To be fair,
Oh God, here it comes.
to be fair, you kind of did that to yourself.
You're a dick. You're a dick.
We're never gonna give that up. Never let you live that down.
The only one that got scared on.
Oh, it's Tom
Fearless.
Hansen.
Oh shit. He's
Wow, that's
back.
no reference.
Tom
Yes.
Hansen. Wait, Tom Hansen.
From
How do I know
the
that?
from the hit cult classic Cold Fear.
I can't wait for his accent to randomly drop.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Nano Breaker. This game's pretty great.
Wow,
I
this
was-
is the proto Metal Gear
I
Rising.
don't know many people would say that, Clay, but
Also, you can tell it's super beta for specifically Curse of Darkness because that's some Hector.
I actually at one point was going to review this game, but I didn't end up doing it. I did other stuff instead. But
Like Mega Man 11.
Oh, wait a minute. SCR, you said you were going to fix the gameplay thing on the bottom?
Yeah, I'm going to just crop the image for a moment. One sec. Okay, that's better.
There we go.
It's like I'm trying to be professional or something. That many gallons from two guys.
By the way, apparently that's not supposed to be blood.
is it just like
It's a raspberry jam.
It's like oil, red oil.
it must be what's powering the things or something?
Oh, so this is a statement on the Iraq War. Political humor. That's the best kind of humor for 2019.
Yeah.
I mean, this game came out in what 2005, so I don't know. It'd be more relevant back then.
That's a lot of raspberry jam. Daddy, help! When Venus flytraps grow too large. Well, Hero, technically this is the prototype for Castlevania, so
Well, Curse of Darkness didn't really use this kind of thing. where
they
it's
didn't
like-
use that much blood either.
No, I mean Castlevania. Even the 3D Castlevanias never really got this bloody. Like not even the Lords of Shadow games got this gratuitous with with its blood spraying everywhere.
I'll give you that one.
Well,
The
well,
closest is the Netflix series, but even then,
well, I would say the closest would be Lords of Shadow 2, but even then.
I guess. But people like the Netflix one.
But I think what Hero was getting at is that they came up with this tech of like, oh man, you could have like this kind of blood stuff spraying everywhere, and then that's just sort of like the hook they went with to make a game out of, and then it's just like there's not much else built around it.
My God, you could make a lot of red wine with that.
That's my rating for this game so far.
Well, you only defeated like a couple enemies in the first boss, so
Yeah, that's why I gave such a vague rating. Okay, found the use button.
Doesn't tell you what to press to get to the next area. Awesome.
well, this is PS2 era. Not everything's going to be
Oh yeah, yeah.
not everything's going to be as user friendly as it is nowadays.
You're right. I'm dumb. You gotta have skill.
I mean, granted, this is a GameFly thing, so I imagine you don't have the manual.
Nope.
Yeah. So you better hope the tutorials will be at least good enough to tell you what you need to do. Otherwise,
You're shit out of luck.
well, no, it'll be more so you just kind of have to like brute force figure things out.
I gotta capture critical. I don't know what that means.
Well, I just noticed this. There's a literal gallons counter.
Yeah, apparently you collect those stuff. You commented on it earlier.
You're doing a lot of quote unquote collecting. And the blood spewed on the floor.
What does collecting the blood do for you?
That's a good question, and I can't answer that. But I'm getting bored of beating these guys up, so I'm just gonna run past them.
Knowing this type of game, you might have to kill them all anyway.
Nope.
Or maybe maybe the more blood you collect, the more you can like upgrade stuff. Maybe.
Hopefully.
If there is something like that.
At this point, you could just inject beer into my veins. It would be more fun than this. Jimmy, sit up.
Okay, I don't quite understand what I'm supposed to do here. I mean, I'm assuming I even went the right way.
Well, maybe just kill all the enemies, unless they just keep respawning.
We'll see.
I gotta look up a strategy guide for this.
Okay, yeah, that did it.
I'll take that as a no.
Not yet.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like it's going to get complicated.
What I just did is the whole game. That's encouraging.
Yeah, I think one of the main criticisms for this game was how repetitive it was.
one guy from the Crush Hour. Holy shit! Somebody actually saw the Crush Hour video. Oh god! Now I need to run away.
Oh, yeah, people did.
Yeah.
I also saw the Cold Fear video, so
People actually watch our videos?
I know it may seem like a foreign concept
I
to
mean-
us, but
They watch yours.
Yeah, they don't watch mine. I'm too fucking loud.
I don't know if that's the main reason. But
It's not because you're too loud, Oni. It's because you
Oh,
haven't made one in a long time.
oh, don't worry, it's not creepy. We actually appreciate the recognition for those
Yeah,
videos.
we're good. I just. But yeah, I'm the guy. I'm the third man from the Crush Hour video.
You're just the resident wrestler guy.
Yeah. And there are days I'm not proud of it at all.
Whatever. It's not. It's nothing to really. I don't think it'd be ashamed of. We all have our fans of different things.
Yeah.
Okay, spinning the camera around is really annoying.
How
Sir-
so?
Ooh, God,
It's
that's
it's
easy.
very stiff, and sometimes it just won't turn the direction I want it to.
And see that but there's like a level. I think I'm like maybe what 2 levels above SCR.
Well, you're the top tier wrestling fan among us, and then Scott's like second.
He's the indie darling. I'm the guy who they everybody boos.
Yeah, I haven't actually watched WWE in years.
Don't.
I did find John Moxley's podcast entertaining.
I still need to watch. I still need to listen to that, to be honest.
There's that one and another one he did for, I think it's Pro Wrestling Torch, which is quite enlightening about how much he hated life.
Is it? So which one should I watch first? The Jericho one or the Pro Wrestling Torch one?
Jericho.
Got it. Well, so but you don't need my thoughts on it. You just said it. It is gonna suck hard. It's gonna suck a lot of nuts. But then again, I'm the guy who streamed during Super Showdown as a freaking alternative. Which reminds me, I actually almost want to do that again for Stomping Grounds.
You mean Baron Corbin isn't holding your attention?
Oh, God. Oh, man. Actually, what the hell do I have on my Xbox library? And I think about it. I need to get this chair fixed.
I agree. Wait, are they all just... Oh, yes they are. They're all just milling around down there.
I mean, what else can they do other than what if you attack them?
Funny enough, someone mentioned that Crush Hour video. I'm still wearing that old Stone Cold shirt, which it's gotten some age on it since then.
Can I go now?
No, you need to stay here forever. Oh shit, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled came out. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think that just came out.
Is it as good as the original?
I don't know, but I imagine it'll be good.
I saw someone I know posting some shit about that, about how they broke it.
Are you serious? They
I
already broke.
mean, people were making that kind of comparisons with like the Crash Insane trilogy. So, I
Oh
mean,
please, there's that one thing with the bridge you could still do. So boom.
I imagine it's still just fine for what it is. Like, I mean, I know purists are probably going to pick it apart and notice the differences, but I don't think that's going to be that much of a detriment.
The only thing I know I've seen from it is the ridiculous amount of reading you have to do before actually playing the game.
Supermarket Shriek.
The physics are a bit off. Sounds like Insane Trilogy then.
Yeah, but as I said, it's not much of a detriment. People are still probably going to really enjoy it overall.
How much longer do I have to keep doing this?
You can stop at any time.
Well, let's see how long to beat is for this game. So I imagine it'll be however long it'll be to beat.
I can only do so much Olympic baton twirling in the future before I want to do something else.
You know, this was something like Dynasty Warriors. You had like maps and stuff to kind of run around and go to places. You know, there was a little bit of strategy involved.
Oh shit, Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel.
This is like if you strip down a lot of the stuff from Dynasty Warriors that actually, you know, made it engaging.
I'm about to say I actually liked Dynasty Warriors.
Jake, this is like Resident Evil 5.5, I guess.
Steam World Dig 2? No! I'm downloading it.
I love
Why are
how
you?
guessed for
Why did you
something-
turn into that guy from Beavis and Butthead?
I got excited. Shut up.
According to how long to beat, it's 6.5 hours.
Oh man.
Cyborg
you
want a
actually-
nap? A big dirt nap?
Do you really want to play this game for 6.5 hours?
He's not going to
Dude.
do it. Like most of these GameFly stuff is usually just one-offs, so I don't think he's going to beat the whole game.
Do you
Fine.
really want to play this?
You played Ford more than this one,
Yeah, but Ford
So
had running
far.
jokes in it.
unfortunately.
What the hell is Full Metal
Even
Fury?
though it was kind of our fault. It's like, yeah, play it again.
Oh yeah, that is right. We did tell you to do that shit. Shenmue 1 and 2. Do I want to try and play this game again and look for some sailors? Actually, what is the word on Shenmue 3? I forgot about that shit.
Wait, how
Apparently,
come?
you do have other. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but apparently you do have other weapons like a grapple. I don't know how you would change or use that, but
Oh, well, he can do it, but I don't.
well,
Yeah,
do
you need
did
need
did
some
it tell
sort of.
you? Well, did it tell you how to, or you just
No.
something you just need to? Is it just something you just need to figure out?
Okay, what am I looking for? Nano Breaker controls. Let's see.
I don't know if you would be able to find anything like that, except maybe a GameFAQs article
That's what I'm about to do.
or walkthrough.
Let's see.
Apparently, it's a combo. Also, is this game's version of Virgil?
Okay, let's see what we got. Are you looking? You're just wanting
Ah,
to learn how to grapple, right?
or
Well,
do anything useful.
Okay, left unlocks.
try square square triangle. That's what Sopetza says. It might have been something you would like unlock from like that combo skill tree or whatever you had. Or I think I
I
saw
could
it
only
earlier.
do the first one.
Okay,
Maybe you haven't unlocked it yet or something.
R1 plus circle activate booster. R1 plus X plus left down.
I have to do this again. Okay, Zero. This is not a great game.
Well, you can't hear you right now. He's on.
For future reference,
Okay.
great games do not do this.
Let's see. XX double jump, but you must
Well,
unlock.
well, no offense to him, and I know this is what he tends to do with some games. He probably only played it for a bit and thought, "Oh, this is cool."
He did that with Mighty Number 9. I remember him like
Yeah.
playing a tiny bit and said it's everything I ever wanted, and then it's like, uh-oh.
I mean,
This
Oh,
didn't
I
end
know.
well.
if you played the game for more than like a few minutes, then yeah. We're just saying. It's kind and this is also bringing up old videos, but that was kind of like the argument we had with Earthworm Jim 3D. Because it's like, because he said the game was good, and I'm just like, dude, you haven't even got to the first boss fight in that game, and I guarantee you, if you get to one of those, your opinion on the game would drastically change.
It would basically be a hard drop.
Okay, I know the button for capture. Circle button.
Okay.
Yeah.
This camera is making me long for the days of Sonic Adventure.
Do you really want that though?
GameFly Devil May Cry already, so
But-
you can. No.
But
Because this at least looks like it stays in one place.
but we're gonna crash. Ah.
Ah!
I love this atmosphere, or lack thereof.
You mean this typical 2005 game
Where
atmosphere?
half the screen is gray.
The other half is brown.
Oh, I didn't even notice the health bars piling up at the bottom of the screen. I was staring into the gray void.
Yeah, the only thing I can maybe see from this that they would bring into Curse of Darkness would be like kind of like the layout and the basic like and the I guess the basic like character and enemy placements and the combat because it's other than that it's like just a very basic like just I guess using of this engine to make Curse of Darkness, which I guess this is why this is like but this was like a testing ground game.
This is the worst futuristic slap fight. So is there any way to avoid that, or am I just grasping at straws? This is the Monato's power? That wasn't a can opening, that was his sword. For such a grandiose action as that, I'm really underwhelmed.
It's like the main character is just as bored as the rest of the game. Just standing there. Well, going down with the bridge. Just going into that
Wait.
level, I guess.
I can block? This is news to me.
Oh, the system's got deeper now.
Or it implies there's blocking, but I go to controls and there's nothing listed for block. Or is it a thing where I like hit the attacks back?
Yeah, I think it said like a reflect or something.
Oh. This feels rough.
This is probably like the roughest, like, let's test this engine out type of game I've seen. Like, I don't know, maybe not as rough as War Gods, I guess, but
Okay, trying to reflect the lasers has not worked out, so just do it the old-fashioned way. And one of the enemies is stuck down at water level. I got damaged by poo gas.
this isn't a sewer level.
Can can we just not with this stage? That should be an option, right? To just not.
So wait, if you fall off, you pretty much just have to restart at a checkpoint.
Yep.
Oh, good. It's not like you could just like, I don't know, just come back with like a little bit of life taken away. That would make more sense.
God, I swear I'm hitting jump on these. This platform does not feel good at all.
You know, for as rough as the 3D Castlevanias can get, I can safely say that it's much better than this. Like especially Curse of Darkness.
Okay, combo level 2. Oh, I can get the great sword. Hopefully it's the Rathalos one. Ah! I couldn't move the camera down to see what was below me. And now these guys are just farting in my path. Which is a phrase I'm pretty sure has not been said yet on GameFly streams. So here we are. Man. Uh-huh. Look like those enemies just disappeared on my screen. How can so much bloodshed be so boring? Well, it's like anything. If you overdo it, you become numb to it. If you don't, and even then, like, if you can present it in unique ways to keep it fresh, then it might work. But this is not how you do it.
I mean, even something like the 2010 Splatterhouse game, that was like very gratuitously like bloody and stuff. But at least that had like enough things to mix it up to keep it from being like monotonous like this.
Hey guys.
Hello.
I just I got my fill of a bloodstain for today. Enjoying the game a lot.
And you can check off mention games that are better than what Scott's playing for his streams.
Yeah. That's kind of a tradition. Just rent a shitty game from GameFly and hope to make the most out of it.
I mean, that pretty much describes the stream, really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a man of culture. I mean, for what? For referencing Splatterhouse?
Well,
I don't know if I would call that culture. I guess it's a culture.
no.
But hey, at least we got something different. Block puzzles.
It's a It's a block body.
I would probably like turn this off in around 5 minutes if I were to play this.
Well,
Yep. 5 minutes. Dude, you got more patience than I do.
5 minutes might get you to the tutorial boss.
Oh, lovely, and that'd be like, okay, I beat the tutorial boss. I'm done with this shit show.
Well, that still wouldn't be enough for me to like stop. Like,
Alright, so Nano Breaker, I think it's what it's called.
yes, that's the name of the game that's got streaming.
Yeah.
Titles there.
Love the question marks. I don't know. You figure it out.
Nano, I ruined the joke. But then again, you're playing another shitty game, so...
Shitty games.
Yeah, because you just can't play nothing good, can you?
I
Oh,
do
yeah,
this
but-
because I'm an explorer.
Oh yeah, all
I'm-
those stream. All those,
If you've ever played Xenoblade Chronicles X, I'm a pathfinder. I take the road less traveled and the video games less played.
oh yeah, and all those Monster Hunter and the Bloodstains game you just started streaming. Yeah, those are clearly bad games too.
Yeah, that reminds me. I need to play Bloodstained. The new one that just came out.
Let's see. Oh, I've seen this game on game shelves like occasionally, but
We were mentioning that when we started playing. It was one of
Yeah,
those
we said
games
this
where we
is the
see-
game that just takes up space on the shelf.
yeah, because I just looked it up on Wikipedia. I was like, oh crap, I saw this game before in a game shelf. I was like, okay, the cover looked interesting. I was like, what is it? My friend's like, don't play, it's bad. I took his word for it and never touched it.
It's like this and that game where you're on the hoverboard. I played it for one of these streams and I've already forgotten the name of it.
Is it for the wait? Are you referring to a game with some sort of hoverboard?
Oh, I know what game you. Yeah, I know what game you were talking about, and that was also bad. And it was made by. I think it was made by Criterion.
This
Like the guys.
is
did
a
Burnout.
dumb. Oh, okay. I was like, who?
I was about to say, the ones that made the Burnout games?
Yeah, exactly. It's what they made before Burnout.
Oh,
Essentially.
no.
Have I mentioned I don't like protection missions?
Most
Oh.
gamers don't.
What are these things doing? What kind of moving animation is that?
They're trying to be like zombies, but it just looks really awkward. Alright, so this is my first time seeing how this game played, so from this perspective, I'm getting a Dynasty Warriors vibe.
Except Dynasty Warriors was better.
Well, I mentioned this earlier. It's like Dynasty Warriors, but you strip down like everything else that actually made Dynasty Warriors engaging.
Fun. Yeah.
Fun for those that actually like Dynasty Warriors. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I liked it, but it was more on the Gundam
Oh.
side.
I can damage her too. This is the worst.
Oh, by the way, that game we were trying to think about, it was Airblade.
Airblade, that's the one. Thank you, chair.
Was it mine? Oh yeah, Oni, I went to an NXT live event yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Is this
It was
before
fun.
or after everyone had their names forcibly changed?
After probably.
Oh, so so just going through the names sounded like the roster of a minor league baseball team.
Probably, yes, but at least with NXT, they at least keep their full names. But when they go to the main roster, oh, say goodbye to your, like, iconic name.
I think iconic is stretching it. It's like the
Yes.
Ubisoft definition of iconic, which just means a few people like it.
Is that iconic with one eye or iconic with two eyes?
You just answered your own question.
Yeah, but
Hey, it's enough to get a Beyond Good and Evil 2 sequels. Good enough for me.
Yeah. Speaking
yeah.
of, what's the status on it?
Still in development. I mean,
Okay, that's finally over.
I'll have a child before that game comes out.
I mean, hey, there's other games to play to kill time while you wait for the development of that. So
I mean, I imagine a game like that, like Beyond Good and Evil 2. They announced it 2 E3s ago, and then last E3 they showed off.
Why would you do that, you asshole?
Very early, like gameplay developments of that, and saying that the community's being involved in the development as well. So I imagine they didn't have anything new to show because they were like basically deep in development still with that. So I imagine it's still going to be at least another year or so before we see anything new or even get a release date.
I mean, understandable. I mean, it does take time and everything, and patience is a virtue.
It does, and Beyond Good and Evil fans have been very patient to even get this, at all. So yeah, we can wait. We can wait.
Mm-hmm. Besides, there's like other games to try out to kill
Yeah.
the time.
Yep.
Speaking of, I went and pre-ordered a few games today.
What games?
Hint, they're all for the Switch,
So half of the Nintendo Direct, basically.
pretty much.
Is one of them Damon X Machina?
How could you tell?
Because I pre-ordered it too.
Astral Chain.
That's another. There's one really obvious one.
Oh, the Trials of Mana.
There you go.
I was gonna say the collection or the remake. I assume the remake.
Yeah, I'll just buy the collection when it comes out, physically at least.
Yeah.
I mean, Limited
you
Run,
already-
I think is.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I think Limited Run selling copies of it. I was like thinking, should I get this or?
Limited Run.
Oh, I don't know. I think Amazon said it like claims it's Limited Run. Like, let me look. I know it's published by
For
Screen.
what exactly?
Switch, physical.
No. For what, the collection?
Yeah.
I thought that was just a regular like retail release. Maybe like GameStop or whatever. But pre-ordering is just like ensuring that you get the game when it launches. Like you just like usually give like put $5 down on it and then be like, oh, I want to reserve a copy when it launches, type of thing.
It's also a way to pay off some of the game now and then the rest later when it comes out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done that in like years personally because I usually just
Yo.
sometimes there's enough copies to get it on the day or I just get it afterwards eventually.
Ain't it, man?
Hey, night, man.
How's it going, guys?
Sound to it.
What you're seeing right now, if you're on my stream, I have been doing for the past... How long have I been streaming?
Well, for I don't know.
Looks like an hour.
More or less. But yeah, it's what you see is what you get, basically.
Alright, let me see. Collection of Mana. Yeah, speaking of Limited Run, I ended up pre-ordering a copy of Freedom Planet physical
Who's-
for Switch.
Nice.
Whose mouse is that?
I
Oh,
was
that's-
trying to figure that out myself.
That's mine. Swear to God, my mouse has to be so loud. I'm sorry.
It's
All
just
right.
like your mic. I don't know if it's just like the acoustics in your room or whatever, but your mic picks up everything very clearly.
Yeah, it's a blue snowball mic. I probably should.
Well, I
consider-
use a snowball too, but I feel like mine background noise isn't nearly as
Obnoxious. Okay.
or as clear. I don't know. Well, maybe it just doesn't. Maybe I just be more careful about it. But it's like,
Alright, I'll just make sure to mute when I click.
It's alright, I make clicking noises too.
I think most of us do. It's just a matter of like, if you're just idly clicking, not talking, then yeah, just mute Discord or use push to talk or something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Nightman, I tried out Tokyo Zandu Plus, I think it's called. I'm
Oh,
not sure.
nice.
Yeah, I haven't gone to an RPG battle, but I tried like what was super late and I had to go a day earlier. But I figured it's like more or less like a basic hack and slash from what I've seen. with
It
RPG.
is. It is. It kind of has like elements of Cold Steel and East.
So I have not figured out how to damage the boss. And
I
now
beat that
I
game.
have to go through all of that shit again.
I was gonna say maybe like grapple it or something.
That's bad.
I should do that. It seems like the game wants me to do that for damn near everything.
It's almost like it's a mechanic.
Yeah, but to have that be the one thing you do repeatedly, I'm trying to give this game some credit, and it keeps just throwing the food past its
Yeah, but you
mouth.
do everything. Yeah, but
Mhm.
this game is nothing but repetition. So of course you have to do things repeatedly.
At least Dynasty Warriors made repetition somewhat fun because at least it gives you the idea that you're in a grand scale war.
Hold on. Hit the head. I did that before, and nothing happened.
Kind of depends on like one's taste when it comes to Dynasty Warriors, because I know a lot of people can't stand that series.
Well, it's a mixed bag, really. To me, that franchise is an acquired taste, not really a like only a few select like hate it, but because if everybody
it's
hated
more
it,
so if you don't. It's more so if you don't mind the overall repetition of how you fight waves of enemies.
because if it had like such a negative reputation, I don't think it would be ongoing as it is.
I'm not saying it has a negative one. I'm just saying there's there's some people who can't stand those games.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it has just as many fans.
Yeah.
So, especially now that they've done like not just Dynasty Warriors, but a bunch of like of that style with other franchises,
You mean like the Gundam ones and
like Gundam, Dragon Quest, Fire Emblem,
Hyrule.
Hyrule Warriors.
I still need to play the Fire Emblem one.
That one was good.
the one's alright, yeah.
I heard the one they made for Berserk was pretty good. I wanted to try that one out. Fan of the Hawk.
Really? I heard the Berserk one was pretty bad.
Really? I heard it was decent.
No, I did not hear good things about the Berserk one.
I know the Berserk
It kinda
new anime
sucks.
was. I heard the new Berserk new anime was terrible.
That's because it was like some CG shit that they went with.
Oh my god! I seen clips of it and I was like, why? Just
Guts
why?
Guts looks like he came out of a PS2 game.
Alright. I kind of caved and also got the first Trails of Cold Steel on PS4 because I kind of wanted a physical copy of it that I read that has all the DLC in it. So
Yeah,
okay,
nice.
I'll eventually get the sequel, and then probably just play through them and because don't let your save data like carry over when you play the sequel like 1 and then 2.
They do. It does.
All right, like
So
Oh,
your
yeah.
levels will come over.
what happens if I start out Trails of Cold Steel 2 without playing the first one?
Then you just wouldn't get those extra like you wouldn't be able to transfer your data. But skipping games is never a good idea in my opinion, especially in a series like Trails.
Okay, that's makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, okay? Well, actually, there's franchises where you can just skip games and just play what you want, play whatever game interests you. Like obviously, Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy is like the example of like a series where every game doesn't have anything to do with each other.
Yeah.
Well, this is a direct sequel, but yeah,
hmm
like 10-2.
Yeah, there's that.
Or 13 2 or Lightning Returns.
Wait, I mean, they made it obvious that those were direct sequels, but yes.
AKA anything that's stupid with Final Fantasy 13.
Let's all pretend that 13 doesn't exist.
No, it exists. You just don't have to play it.
Yeah.
Same with 15, 14, or any Final Fantasy game.
I liked 15 to be honest.
15
Yeah,
wasn't
15
bad.
I've heard was. Yeah, 15 I heard wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
15 was a fine game, I think.
Mm-hmm. Cast of characters were pretty
And,
cool. in
and,
that
fo-
one.
and 14 is an MMO, so if you're not an MMO, of course you're not going to play it.
Yeah, it's the same thing with 11 when that was when that was live.
Yeah, at least remember when Final Fantasy 14 started out as a massive piece of dog shit, and yet they
Well,
actually
it just wasn't. Well, yeah, it didn't start out great, so they just basically
remade the entire game from scratch.
yeah they redid
Yep.
it. So and it worked out.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that game would have been like a perfect candidate for Matt McMuscle's What Happened video series, but because Final Fantasy 14 is now considered to this day to be a variable MMO, so I'm not sure if it falls to that criteria now.
It actually
God
might,
damn
but-
it!
Oh.
This fucking camera. It is. The depth perception here is rough because I could not tell I wasn't hit. I agree,
Angel
mouse.
Joint.
Not me.
Not
No,
me.
that was me. I just I had to get onto the window.
Hello, guys.
Oh, hi, Angel.
Hey, Angel.
I'm making a lot of noise today. What's up?
You're
You know-
perfect for Scott's.
Yeah,
perfect
you
for
know how
Scott's
much I love
streams.
background noise in my streams.
Yes, I'm here to deliver. I would play onto the joke, but I'd rather not annoy you. What's up?
Monotonous PS2 game. That's what's up.
That makes every single Dynasty Wars game a lot better, even the crappier ones.
And just to make sure, this isn't a Capcom one, right?
This is a Konami one.
Yep.
It's what they made before Castlevania Curse of Darkness, essentially.
Oh, so this is a Konami-produced game. Nano Breaker?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember seeing this in the shelves.
I
and-
remember watching an X-Play segment on this. I'm sure that's already been discussed.
Yeah, Kevin mentioned that.
I thought so. I really wish they would do like a box set.
Kind of doubt it.
It's never gonna happen. I wish it could.
Rest in peace, XPlay. Even though you went out on a whimper.
Ugh. So I found a PlayStation Classic for like $30 flat, and I'm like, fuck it, sure.
Why?
I mean,
just
that's
plug
Yeah.
a keyboard into it, and it'll actually be decent.
honestly 30 US is not that bad nowadays for it,
Yeah, they.
and that's kind of how the only way you would convince people to get it nowadays, anyway.
Yeah, I remember it was like dropped down to 60, then 40, and I saw it for like $30, and I'm like, what the hell?
I mean, I picked up a used one for 40, so
Mhm.
and keep in mind it's 40 Canadian, so that's like 30 US anyway.
There was a used one with only one controller for 35 at the GameStop. I'm guessing this was a temporary sale. Probably not, but
Hmm.
the guy looked at it and was like, I'll give you a brand new one for 30. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's like they just want to get rid of them. They're just desperate to get rid of them because it's just taking up their shelf space.
Yep.
Interestingly, I did see Commodore 64 minis for like $30 as well. Maybe I'll pick that up next time.
So, for two bosses in a row now, I haven't really needed to know any combos, any special abilities. Just figure out what the weak point is and then mash.
So this is like half-assed Dynasty Warriors, except they realized that they couldn't legally put hundreds of enemies on the same screen kind of games.
Well, it's more so just it's a very linear hack and slash with like the only thing kind of going for it is like sort of like a blood effect.
That's right. It had that really patchy looking blood effect.
It looks so uncanny and so ugly as sin.
I wish I had a joke here, but I'd probably like the blood effects in Alone in the Dark 2008 better. The ones where it looks like bologna slices on your thighs.
Hold on a minute. They're actually bringing Star Fox 64 to fucking GDQ.
Meanwhile, on a completely different tangent,
Star Fox
Sorry.
64 is a pretty short game, though, so.
I know that. I love that game, but still.
What's the problem?
what's your problem then?
How the fuck you gonna speed run it when it's?
You can
could-
speed run.
It's a
Like,
short
Oni,
game.
in that game, you can like boot. You can do boosts and stuff. You can still optimize it.
They can still
It's
do.
up-
The last time it was at a GDQ, it was for a score challenge.
Well, this one's for red line all medals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm assuming they're just gonna boost all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, just
Every
because
short
it's
route
on
possible.
just because it's on rails doesn't mean you can't like optimize it and go for the fastest time possible.
There are speed runs of Typing of the Dead, dude.
There's speed runs of typing of the.
Oh my god.
It was at GDQ.
Well, fuck.
That reminds me
You
when I
type
was
fast,
first
yeah.
exposed to that game, back when I used to go to Game Over a lot.
Yeah, those were the days.
I remember too, they had like a tournament going on where people would compete against each other, you know, being the fastest typer kind of shit. And
Jeez.
that was the first time I got exposed to one of the 3 endings in a game. I also really love the fact that the final boss is just a fucking essay. You're literally typing an essay to defeat the final boss. And you have to pick one of 3 topics it presents to you.
That's great.
And that determines one of the 3 endings, which are always joke endings. I remember the whole store practically lost it. I'm assuming it's the first time everyone ever saw, like, you know how House of the Dead 2 ends normally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where Goldman is like, there'll be new air, goodbye, friends, and then he falls off the building, and then explosion. We all fucking lost it that day.
Explosion.
Explode!
I'm talking nearly the entire store. No one was expecting it. That was a great experience.
It was.
So this is just coincidental bad timing, but I have another game that I backed through Kickstarter, and it has just been sitting on top of my TV, waiting.
What game?
You mean besides Bloodstained?
Yeah, it's not. It's a very small one, but I was able to get it printed for a Dreamcast copy.
Wow, this is old.
What
It's-
is it?
Interesting.
It's a game based on a webcomic, but the game itself is designed like a sort of an old school platformer. It's very much inspired by like the early Hudson Soft games, which is what drew me to it in the first place.
Actually,
God damn it, Hudson. Just handling me all over the place in the CIA. Whatever the fuck that branch is, and fuck it. Okay, so I'm bad at jokes right now.
That's
But,
okay. I'm bad at jokes all the time.
Nevertheless. So, spending absolutely nothing talking about Nano Breaker. What more about this game? You probably talked a lot already. What am I
I
asking?
mean, I think we pretty much said what we could at this point, unless something.
You guys got the
Interesting.
Cliff Notes version?
Uh,
It's
we
boring
pretty much,
with
we
blood
pretty much said
effects.
what we pretty much already said what we
Oh, it's boring.
And-
Boring. Is that it?
Sorry.
Say
It's fine, Shadow. Happens.
right.
Oh.
I look at this game and and all I can say is, I think we could be playing something better, and it's called Devil May Cry.
Let's rock,
make-
baby.
I'm just thinking, what are some other PS2 hack and slash we could be playing rather than this?
You know, if
Let's
Devil
make
May
this
Cry
like
is
this.
Let's Rock, baby, let's just call this Let's Rock, maybe.
Let's see. Well, obviously God of War 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Both Castlevania PS2 games, despite their
Which
weak
this
level.
sort of like is sort of like the in between game,
Yeah.
ironically.
I mean,
But yeah.
despite the level design on those PS2 games is very limited, at least they had the Castlevania feel to them as far as Metroidvania is concerned. Well, except one was like trying to be like a Devil May Cry clone.
Well, Lament of Innocence was trying to be kind of like the MC. Well, Hearts of Darkness was more so natural 3D Metroidvania.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather play the botched first Sengoku Batsu game on PS2 that was Devil's Kings than this. I mean, to be fair, as much as bad as the localization was, at least the gameplay was still intact with that game.
Mm-hmm. Even the worst localizations can't really ruin gameplay.
Yeah. I'm not sure which is worse, this game or Death by Degrees, because okay, I'm pretty sure this game doesn't have control stick combat. At least I don't think so, judging from the menu that I saw earlier.
No, I think it's a pretty standard hack and slash.
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly, I think Death by Degrees has that novelty to it.
the fact that you have like the Tekken 5 demo disc, which is the best part about the entire package.
Well, I mean, it probably wasn't going to sell good to begin with, so
So I did all that for nothing.
Hell, I'd rather play Final Fight Streetwise than this, because at least it can be sort of fun.
yeah, yeah. I mean, in hindsight, the gameplay actually isn't bad at all.
I mean, it can be. It is bad, but probably it can still be. It's in a dumb way though. So see that.
Yeah.
It was just a very confused mess with bad development decisions. That's really all there is.
Let's see. I was about to say Tenju, but I'm like, no, those are stealth games, those don't count.
What the fuck is going on?
Your bottles or something agreed.
In fact, let me look at my PS2 collection.
Speaking of collections, I've been getting back into Metal Gear lately.
Nice.
Decided to play Sons of Liberty again.
Good choice.
I'm actually getting back into getting comfortable with the controls again.
Rather get back into those games and just suffer through Metal Gear Solid 5 again.
And I ended up finding a copy of Metal Gear Solid 5, the Definitive Edition, or Experience for PS4.
Did not care for MGS5.
Me neither.
Honestly, there's a lot of stuff in there that I overlooked, such as all the tricks that you can pull off.
Who's cranking something?
And that's being picked up. Oh, that's being picked up. Shit.
Everything gets picked up.
And that's the power of my Yeti.
Alright. Oh, another
Power of
Capcom,
oversensitive mics on Discord, especially when when you're on a stream. It's
I
got
feel like I
no
need to
background
hire.
noise.
I feel like I need to hire somebody who actually knows their shit with audio because I can't for the life of me figure out proper sensitivities and shit.
Me neither.
I think it's more so just the problem with us using just blue microphones in general because they're meant to be kind of like an all-purpose mic, but they are designed to be like to be
God
picked up
fucking
in a room
damn
and
it.
not like
Guess what
not
level
like an
we're
actual-
on?
What, a sewer level?
Yep. Oh yeah, other
Maybe.
good hack and slashes on PS2. The entire Onimusha series.
The only other solution I can think of is get a mic stand and just bring it as far away from my speakers as I can. Maybe get some, what do you call those? Sound barriers? Yeah, that's it.
Anything's better than my old mic, which for some reason on Skype it would adjust the volume too loud.
Actually, Sam's been experimenting with sound barriers. Hold on.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Yeah. I still say 2 is the best one.
In terms of gameplay, I would agree with you there, but I think the story was better in the first one. But that's just me.
Yeah, the story was better, but Kingdom Hearts as a whole kind of got convoluted as it went on. So
Kind of.
well,
I mean, that's kind of an understatement.
yeah. Okay, that was the wrong word to say.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's just one of the things it's known for at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, was that a lot of slowdown when I splashed down?
Oh, there's this other obscure hack and slash PS2 game I remember I have. It's a game called Genji Dawn of the Samurai. It's very short, but it was actually not bad.
I think that's actually part of the series where it's like one of the launch PS3 games was a Genji game, and that's where the giant enemy crab line came from.
Yeah.
And Unreal actually picked up one of the games, one of the PS2 ones, Enemy North.
Wasn't there a Samurai Champloo game?
I believe so.
Yeah. I heard it was okay.
Yeah.
The Full Metal Alchemist 2 was also it kind of plays like a hack and slash.
Yeah, but the Full Metal Alchemist games were terrible. So
actually, the second one on PS2 wasn't that bad.
I kind of heard they were both not that good, but
first one wasn't that good, but the second one was much better.
Actually, another one I thought of is it's actually Rygar, the 3D Rygar game on PS2. That's actually not too bad.
I
especially
remember
compared to this.
I remember hearing about that on G4.
Yeah, it also got like a Wii port.
Yep.
So.
Wait.
Well, I made some success, I think. Right now. Fuck.
Oh, what?
I'm just experimenting with this sound barrier Sam has worked on some months ago. Might make it less likely for me to pick up on noise from the computer.
The thing with me is I'm wearing headphones, so I was thinking that the only thing
it's not so much like any and all like echoing or something that's happening. It's just more so just general noises that you would make, like mouse clicking or moving stuff in your or something like that.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be picked up. That's going to be picked up by your mics regardless. And unless you have like, I don't know, like one of those condenser mics that would only pick up your voice and not so much the stuff like in the like away from your mouth. Because that's the problem with like, as I was trying to say earlier, with like snowballs and yetis.
Why
and
did
stuff.
the game slow down this much?
Apparently it does that when I talk.
Why is it doing this? Okay, we're back to speed.
Gotta go slow.
It was dramatic slowdown, clearly.
And it doesn't look like there was like a lot of crap to handle, so I was like, wow, this one thing is causing the whole entire game to slow down. And it looks like you're just finding a giant worm thing.
Yeah, that was weird.
You know what else is weird? Devil May Cry on Switch is $20, and I can pick up the HD collection for $30.
Oh, the slowdown made it look cooler? Good to know.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about owning Devil May Cry 2 with the Switch version.
Yeah, because there's like no saving that game.
Not at all. But that collection was worth it for 3 alone.
And, well, 1 and 3.
Yeah.
God damn it, we gotta do this again.
1 was good too, but 3 was like the best of the series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, still picking up those.
Because it was so much fun to fight this thing the first time, let's have you fight it again. Well, at least you got a health upgrade. Yeah, I guess.
In other news, on PS4, Psychonauts is $1.49.
Ooh.
Nice.
Flash sale.
Great game too.
Also, GTA 5 for $10.
Holy shit, that's a steal.
Wait a minute. The PS3 version, not a steal.
Oh.
Although Psychonauts, I'm pretty sure, is PS4. Yep. $1.49 for that one on PS4. Oh, DMC4 Special Edition's back down to $7.49 again. Child of Light $4.50, down from $15.
They just copy pasting parts of the map now.
I mean, would it really be surprising if they would for a game like this?
DuckTales Remastered $4.49. And that's for PS3.
You know, funnily enough, the PS2 version of Psychonauts is what I played, and it might be like, I guess, considered the worst version, but I still found it.
God damn it!
Can't say
Okay,
anything
this
without
is
something
weird.
happening.
Oddworld New and Tasty. Save 65%. Free.
Huh?
Is it because it's free on PlayStation Plus?
It's not.
65% of it is free.
That's so weird.
Can't wait for the 65% completion speed run.
Load times. I guess I must have had patience when I played it. But I imagine the PS4 version probably doesn't have nearly as bad load times
Well, of New and Tasty?
of Psychonauts.
Oh, Psychonauts.
Okay, good. If there was going to be another tunnel with turds blocking it. Oh, it's Beyblades.
Wooly versus Bubsy is $5. Skullgirl second encore is 10.
Still waiting on my physical copy to ship.
Of
Skullgirls.
oh, well, that's got delayed. Did you get the email?
I don't think they did.
It's going to be like early fall, late summer now. But 6 weeks before it gets shipped out, they will send download codes in the meantime.
Alright.
I got that for Switch, physically.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder when Indivisible is slated for release.
Oh, this is terrible.
Sorry, Zero Master.
Hmm?
No, just the Nano Breaker.
Oh.
Thief. Oh, Armor Krog's on sale, but I already got that. So
Nice to know I didn't miss a thing.
Are you Aerosmith now? You don't want to miss a thing?
Wait a minute. That almost reminds it. Wasn't there like 2 spinning enemies in The Legend of Zelda? I forgot which game, but
I mean, that doesn't really
narrows-
narrow it down.
uh,
What? Come on. God, fucking hit detection. Jeez. I can't even appreciate the everything explodes trope in this. On the plus side, we can double jump. This music does not seem appropriate.
Does anything seem appropriate since I saw some weird little stuffed animal thing?
Maybe this is operating on Waterworld principles. Except instead of relics from Dryland, it's just relics from before everything went to hell.
Okay, so I have a question. So is this guy like a cyborg or something? The guy you're playing as?
All I can tell you is my gut says maybe.
It looks like an early prototype for Raiden from that will be eventually be used for Metal Gear Solid 4, and then eventually Revengeance in a bad way.
Well, we already did the nanomachine sun quota because this involves nanomachines.
Son.
Well, you know what? Never mind. Oh no, I just realized what this game is doing. Now I have to go all the way back and double jump up that ledge.
Oh, so it's actually incorporating Metroid-ish elements?
But in an extremely annoying way.
Because it's like you have to backtrack, but it's because the level design's super linear. Yeah.
That's no good.
Well, I wish you luck on however far you get to this, because I think I need to get. I do need to get going, so I'll see you guys
Okay.
later.
All right, see you later.
Yeah,
Good night.
Later.
Oh, on tab.
Okay. All right.
I'm probably doing this entirely wrong. And yet somehow I'm still past the point of caring.
I'm gonna go talk to my fiance for a bit. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Alright.
Later.
Good night, Ronnie.
Later.
Good nights to we have.
So, Nightman, seen any interesting animes lately?
The only one I've actually been watching, like keeping up with, was Dororo.
Okay. I've actually have like 3 other animes I've been watching. Let's see, the new Fruits Basket. Sam got me into that, so okay,
Nice.
it's pretty cool. So, been watching Demon Slayer. That show is fucking amazing.
My friend was telling me about that.
It's definitely worth it. It's like animated by the same guys that animated the really good Fate Stay Night adaptations, the Unlimited Blade
Nice.
Works, Fate Zero, and Fate Heaven's Feel movies.
Oof. Ufotable then?
Yeah, Ufotable.
Yep.
It's a really good show. And a friend of mine kind of roped me into this. He somehow got me to watch an isekai anime, which it's a rarity. Wise Man's Grandchild, I think it's called. Yeah.
Never heard of that.
It's an isekai. I mean, I'll be like, might as well just, if you want to check it out at your own discretion if you like.
I'm kind of getting sick of isekai.
Yeah.
I mean, the only ones I'll watch are Konosuba and ReZero if they get like new stuff. So
The only isekai that seems remotely interesting is the time I got reincarnated as a slime. I just need to start watching that.
let's see. Well, some friends of mine got me into watching the quintessential quintuplets. So
I've seen an advertisement of that. It's basically, I read a synopsis. Guy has to like tutor troublesome siblings. I take it.
yeah, essentially.
My poor condolences to that poor guy.
To
Got
be
it.
honest, though, like the majority of the characters are pretty likable.
All right.
One of the girls though I hate with a passion because she's a giant bitch. Yep.
I'll be the judge of that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I binge watched Mob Psycho season 1. I just need to actually binge watch season 2 when is it finishing airing or is it still ongoing?
I think that one's still ongoing. I'm not sure though.
Yeah. Reagan is like the most lovable con artist character ever. I love his character. He's like the best. He steals the show.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. Right you are, mouse. Ah, damn it.
What would be a topic to put you in a happy place, SCR?
What's happiness?
Fond memories of playing the good bloody war games.
Seiken gets Densetsu.
God damn it. Oh, and this is timed too.
And you thought the platform and Don't Make Cry games were bad.
They look more bearable than this.
Yeah.
At least they had the decency to be short.
And I assume not on a timer?
Yep.
Nope. You can take all the time you want because they knew the platform wasn't the best.
And at least your view wouldn't be obstructed by shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, kind of, sort of. It depends, but
Yeah.
platforming sections are not the things I remember, and mostly in Devil May Cry because all I remember is how great their combat was. But like, oh yeah, they have shitty platform segments, but at least they're short. And if you can time your buttons and know like if you can like figure out like the jumps momentum and angles, you can basically get through the platform sections like pretty quickly. It comes with practice. But this just looks unbearable.
Yeah.
Ah! No!
Ruh-roh.
Oh my god, that is like a really bad camera change angle.
Admit it.
Oh man.
Okay. I swear this game is eating jump inputs sometimes.
It's basically the pressure of the time puzzle.
Okay. Where am I supposed to... Okay, it's up there.
Yeah, tomorrow will be the next episode of the new episode of Demon Slayer.
I'll probably get started on that one.
Oh yeah.
Also, this is what it was controlling.
This Monday is the final episode of Dororo,
Oh.
so perfect time to get started on that show, I'd say.
Great, it was so fun. Let's do that again. This time with platforms that fall away. Even better.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. I was dealing with those types of platforms in Bloodstained, but at least they're designed better.
Yeah. Bloodstained's a good game though. This just looks terrible.
Ah.
Oh my god.
And once you make the second jump, you are locked in. You
Holy
cannot
shit.
change your position. You cannot change your direction. It's not just recently that Konami fucked up.
They've been fucking up for decades.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I found the ribbon. Ah, damn it.
I mean, they gotta make that pachinko money somehow.
Oh, that is just terrible. I'm sorry, Scott.
Oof.
Oh, God. Konami, why?
Why do you hate gamers so much?
Oh, God damn it.
Hmm.
God damn it. Let's talk about Jet Set Radio Future.
Sure, that's a fun
I'm pretty
game.
sure. I'm pretty sure you'd rather be playing that than this.
Let's talk about how people keep asking Hideki Naganuma of all people to make a new Jet Set Radio game.
They're desperate.
Hmm.
I mean,
So desperate you're asking, like, one of the soundtrack guys? Not even the main guy.
so you're asking the guy that just handles music to make the game? It's like
That's
my response.
idiotic.
I'm like, I handled the music. I don't know jack shit about developing.
It's like going to a
Yeah.
restaurant and asking a waitress to cook your food better.
They
I'm
just
like,
don't get the concept.
Derp.
hey Scott, can you make a Bloody War game? Because you know a lot about Bloody War.
I'll tell you the same thing Hideki Naganuma says. Ask Sega.
Yeah. I guess I'll go make a Jack and Daxter game now.
I think I'll just open up RPG Maker and make an HD remake of Chrono Trigger.
I'll just
That's
I'll use
Luca!
I'll just pop on a copy of Fighter Maker and make the next Bloody War.
It's official, I swear.
Official characters do not steal.
I just put my utility cart from IKEA together.
You know, I'll just add a bunch of Darkstalkers games into characters into Mugen, and there you go, new Darkstalkers.
Oh. You know what? I realize you don't realize this happened, Nightman, but after the video that I just uploaded, to the RCG channel, I'm in no mood for anything Darkstalkers related.
Oh, I think I saw most of that video. So I kind of know what you're talking about.
I didn't see the video.
What's the video called again?
Top of the bottom.
That sounds rather sensual.
I had to watch this then. So this
Maybe-
basically this killed your interest in Darkstalkers. This I gotta see.
Maybe I'll just go straight up ask my girlfriend that.
Wait.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna go ask for a refund for a medieval on Steam just so I can buy on good old games.
Okay.
Okay. So it's occurred to me that I don't know what the Switch actually does. Okay, I think I know where to go now. Ah, son of a bitch. This guy.
I have to say, can I load this achievement? Oh. I like how a medieval has an achievement called "Don't Go," and it's a disappointed expression, and you get it by quitting the game.
Oh, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't go!
Oh, Barry.
You're almost a chill sandwich.
Yeah, you got through the shitty platform section. So I was just looking through the YouTube channel and I just popped in on my Twitch tab and I was like, oh, you got past that shitty section.
I do have to ask: is there like a significant graphical difference for Bloodstained from whatever platform to the Switch?
I heard that the Switch version is going to be locked at 30 frames per second on even in docked.
Even in dock?
Yeah, I was like, should I just cancel it and just get the PS4 version instead?
For a game like Bloodstained, that's not a deal breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Like for the style of game it is, it's not a deal breaker. Like PS4 version has drop frames in some areas. So like if you want the best, you're going on PC.
Yeah. Which I do have the PC version. Just wanted a physical copy, but that I heard that there was like a 30 frames per second limitation.
Well, thing is, I guess it was backers only, but there would be like, I think there would be PC versions unless I'm mixing this up with Shenmue physical. But like but the PC physical would be like later down the line when everything's.
I opted for the PS4 version just because I wanted a physical myself.
Also, Unreal, do you know if all backers of the game get like the EGA backpack DLC thing, or what's the deal behind
Let's
that?
check Kickstarter because. Well, the thing is, it's not out yet for consoles. I think they said they're going to roll those digital codes out when the Switch version's out, which is like on the 25th.
I thought that was like for like a certain tier. Yeah, I had to get that.
It probably is, but I will check. Includes exclusive backer-only content and a slipcase. That if you pledge $60 or more. So, if you're at least 60 or higher, you got it for free.
Nice.
If not, it's $10 for his backpack anime.
I love the slipcase. That's some awesome artwork on there.
God damn it. Okay. We have some errands to do. And a lot more enemies to run past.
Yeah, I only pledged $28 to this.
Oh well.
Just the bare minimum to get the game.
Even though it retails for 40. So technically if you bought the DLC, you'd still be getting it like $2 cheaper.
Alright.
Go around the fat guys. Boy, more gray tunnels. My favorite. So, real talk. Next GameFly stream, should I just pretend I don't know what Bloodstained is?
Probably.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, here's a weapon that... Here's a game that released recently. Bloodstained. Never heard of that. The hell was that?
That was me
Damn.
taking off my balancer off the. You know what? That's not important. I'll be back.
All right.
I have a question, Nightman, about Tokyo Zandu.
Sure.
Is there love? Is there a romantic interest, or is it just a bond thing?
The bonding is just friendship based. You kind of do have like some sort of a love interest, but like I don't want to like spoil the game for you.
All right.
Yeah.
So I know in Trails of Cold Steel there is love interest, right?
There is. You choose whoever you want. The game does like to push Elisa a lot, but you can choose whatever girl you want to go with, ultimately.
Does that carry over to the sequels?
It carries over to 2, but it won't carry over to 3 because 3 was released on a different console from the other 2. So 3 pretty much like is where they kind of stopped giving a shit.
Okay.
Bad joke for a bad game. Yep. We're going down that road now. Oh, this looks miserable. Ah. Took unnecessary damage there because holy shit. What the fuck? Stop! No! Ah.
Oh god, that is just terrible.
So what, how do you... Do you just have to kill everything? Because I
would
couldn't
think
jump
so.
over it.
Gotta love this over the top of this
No.
this view.
It's what all the cool kids do.
Also, Shadow, I also recommend you play Trails in the Sky. Since Sky and Cold Steel are all in the same universe and it's a ongoing story.
Okay, so does it have the same characters or something?
Some characters
God damn it.
appear. But like the main character
I
the main
can't
character-
see where the fucking grinder is.
the main cast is different, but like some characters will appear like the one blonde dude in Sky. You'll see him as like a big important role in the Cold Steel games.
Okay.
I gotta be vague about it because I don't want to spoil. And no, there's no choose your own romance mechanic. With that one they went with a canon romance.
Alright. Well, those are old school RPGs. I wouldn't expect it.
Yeah. Plus main character is a girl, so.
Yeah, you just had to keep feeding enemies into it until it breaks. It's the Wild 9 principle. Oh. And if I die at this boss, I have to do all that shit over again.
Uh-oh.
Godspeed.
Checkpoints, what's that?
Doesn't help that I can't see the boss because of this shit tier camera.
Don't you just love that? You can get the collector's edition of Tokyo Zandu EX Plus limited edition for it's like just $60, and this was originally supposed to be charged for $150.
Yeah, I have that. I have that limited edition.
Is it worth
The one
it?
that comes. I mean, if you want the figurine and the art book, I'd say so. But so much for a limited edition if that's still on sale on Amazon or whatever.
Yeah, it's $50.
And again, it's a very niche game, so I guess they overestimated it.
Son of a bitch. Well, who wants to see the sequel to that section?
Uh-oh.
I don't think anybody wants to.
We're probably going to see it anyway.
You're going to see it anyway, because now game developers don't even check to see if their game is actually good before giving it a sequel.
Holy shit! Just touching the floor does that much damage?
Holy crap.
This is garbage platforming.
Mm.
I probably would have just thrown my controller on the screen if I had to play this. My buddy would probably break my entire. He would probably break my entire TV screen with his bare hands if he had to go through this.
This is the type of game that would drive a person nuts.
You know, when I saw this on game shows, like I kind of was considered getting it because the box art kind of looked kind of cool, but I'm kind of glad my friend said that this game was bad. But after seeing this stream, yeah, I do not regret my decision.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say, Shadow? Never judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm.
Or game, in this case.
Because here you're just playing as some You're basically playing a bad prototype of Raiden, as I like to call him.
I'm just calling him
Yep.
Joel.
Let's face it, though. Calling this guy Raiden is an insult to Raiden.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion time. I actually like Raiden.
This guy is basically Phantasy Star outfit.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't wait to play Phantasy Star Online 2 when that's available to play.
Mm-hmm.
Comrade, it's funny you bring up Winback, because I saw I didn't even know a sequel existed until X-Play reviewed it. It's literally like you do the same mission twice in a row. That was the big stipulation with that game. And I have Winback on N64, so I don't know how the PS2 version is other than the voice acting is bad because it has it. N64 was text only. You were spared.
Yay.
I really need to actually try out my new controller. But Bloodstain's out, and that's my mainstream. I don't know what I would do on N64 other than assortment of games using the new controller.
Alright, round 2 on this claw leg thing.
God. It is so easy to get stun locked in this.
Maybe just for the intro, but not the whole game. I'll tell you that much, Conrad. I just realized
Oh,
he's
when
trying
you
to be Nero with that snatch.
when you do that shit, it. Oh, you gotta kill both halves. Riveting.
Well, that was an anticlimactic way to kill a boss. I bet they just gave
Is
up.
that
and were like, yeah,
is that a boss or a mini boss?
I don't know. I don't think they even care at this point. Like, what's even the story behind this? Is it like a post-apocalyptic thing or whatever?
Let's say it is.
Yeah, I'll go with that. You're just trying to save whatever's left of the world, or try to salvage whatever is you can from this shit game. Even when you finish it, you're probably not gonna even feel accomplished, other than the fact that, yay, you got this out of your life.
I'll feel accomplished when I turn it off.
Yep.
Sometimes I feel accomplished for skipping out on playing games that are not worth my time, like really, really bad ones.
Like this?
And basically avoiding EA games for the past probably past like half a decade or so, because it's been like, when's the last time I bought an EA game? But whether or not, I feel like I made an accomplishment.
Mm.
I don't know. Some people might say you might break that tradition with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, but I'm like,
Nope.
yeah, the presentation from EA's press conference did not impress me in the slightest.
You mean Game Over Greggy didn't do it for you?
I mean, the new Star Wars game looks alright, but I can't trust them after the 2 Battlefront games they did.
Yeah.
I know you're going on publisher thing, but like, Respawn is making this one. If it was DICE, I'd be like, all right, hold up.
That's a good point. But they could,
Yeah, but
Oh, I don't know how I saved that.
You know, I missed the E3 conference entirely because I had to work a lot. I caught some things about it, mainly how apparently the internet loves Keanu Reeves and Miss Hideo Kojima.
Ikumi Nakamura, I think that's her name was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there was
she's
a dog in there too.
Oh yeah.
I did hear the Battletoads game looks terrible.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I did not know what to make of the art style, but then after giving a second look, I'm like, wow, this is ass.
People are particularly pissed at their Black Cream's design. Hello, Low Red Shingo. How you doing?
How do you fuck that up? Like, you put one of the Battletoads in Killer Instinct.
The art doesn't look that bad. I've heard more concerns about the game from people from the show floor.
yeah.
So, like, I got no fucking clue right now. Also, Comrade, I don't know if I was on mute when I said this, but
Whoa, what the fuck?
I kind of want to play through it one day. It's so interesting.
What is this?
Oh, great. It's platforming hell again, isn't it?
You know, this platforming level kind of reminds me a lot of Battletoads.
Battletoads, Battletoads.
You know that one level of Battletoads where you're going up the tower and it spins?
What the fuck is this? Why does this keep happening?
Holy crap.
Jesus. This makes Devil May Cry's platforming look like Mario 64 levels of platforming.
I remember Battletoads having more tighter controls than this.
Mm-hmm. God, even the PS2 God of War games have better platforming than that.
Oh boy. Now the platforms move.
What torture? Gangsta's paradise.
Scott, are you gonna physically destroy the game when you're done with it?
I can't. GameFly will take my money.
Hey, if I could miraculously find this game for free, I would like to, do a skit of you destroying it.
Oh, and the platforms are further out than these platforms. So I have to jump away from the middle cylinder. Oh!
Ruh-roh.
I was almost proud of myself.
Testing.
Oh my god, there's more of this. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, good. Holy shit, why would you do this? With this, like, with these jumping mechanics, this is awful.
Please no more platform. Please no more platform.
We
Please no more
we
platform.
probably still have at least one more. I saw another door.
Oh boy.
Mm.
You know what? It was so good the last time.
Christ.
Oh my god.
Now let's have more platforms going in the foreground so you really can't see where you're going. Get on the goddamn platform.
God.
Get in the
No!
robot, Shinji.
God, no, stop. Just stop. Just stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Where are your parents?
It's time to stop.
This is cancer.
This is literal cancer.
This is so much cancer. I can feel the tumors growing on Konami's back.
Oh, I miss Filthy Frank.
Can you help a Hudson franchise out and just stop, please?
Stop it with this cancerous platforming for the sake of our sanity.
Okay, I think that was the last one.
So,
I think this is the most angry I've seen you and a GameStop,
Well,
no, 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 a
GameFly. Yeah.
GameFly stream. I mean, not that I've
I
been
don't
all
know what I'm feeling right now. There's a little anger, a little bewilderment, a little confusion. Okay, even more confusion now. A lot more confusion now.
Giant spider, turtle, robotic things. Okay. Please tell me you don't have to do those platforming sections again if you lose to this boss.
Don't worry, I probably do.
And that's where you'll probably just quit the game. Like, how are you supposed to damage this damn thing?
Excuse me.
Oh, I see. Every time you take out the wrong one, it becomes a more powerful form.
This ain't even my final form.
And this is not even my ultimate form at all.
5 minutes until
God,
this planet explodes.
just hit him. Finally.
Yeah, you beat it.
Where the fuck are your mutant parents?
So are they just throwing random bosses without any context at you just for no explanation? Okay.
The explanation so far is the world is a shit.
Like, this game is shit.
Genius.
Face it, breakfast is ruined.
I'm afraid to ask, but how far am I in this game?
That's one thing I'd like to know. And
How do you even measure progress? Just according to what bosses you fight?
probably, I mean,
Because there aren't
does
really
it give-
stages to this game.
It just goes on and on and on.
Oh, I think I can measure progress by cutscenes triggered.
How's that girl that you saved, like, in the most awkward way possible?
I don't need your help. What a bitch.
You know, just a simple thank you would just suffice.
Yep.
I'm amazed. She's navigating this computer mostly with her eyes closed.
She must be a computer genius.
So, hmm.
I'll be right back.
Just trying to figure out where to go. I mean, the cutscene made it pretty clear, but I'm talking about navigating my way there. Oh. I think I realize what I have to do now. And I am really tempted to just shut the game off here. Remember the old dude?
Yeah.
I gotta go back to his room and use the extra door there.
Why do they hate us so much?
Oh, wait, there's another door. Okay. Oh, hey, it's... Guy?
Want to be bald guy villain?
I'm back.
Oh, hey. Let me recap you on everything you missed.
Sure.
Okay.
And that is all.
Absolutely nothing. You know, I could have taken Oni's line right there.
So I did play a little bit of the PlayStation Classic and find that even the refresh rate for Resident Evil Director's Cut is bothering the hell out of me.
So I imagine they did not port those games very well. That's
The problem is half the library are using PAL versions of the game, which run at a 50 refresh rate.
And Resident Evil is one of those in that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good news
So-
is the music isn't the bad one.
Not sure if bad or good, but
No,
Um,
the
the-
it is
the
the
good news-
correct director's cut you should be playing.
right.
That
But
they put
the
in
good
there
news is
instead
that
of fart trumpet.
Okay. The good news is that it's pretty fucking easy to hack. So,
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like, you can add any game you want on there right here.
Pretty much, they left the big blatant back door on it.
Oh my god, there's a combo tree.
And there's also a way to force it to run at 60 frames per second, which makes you wonder why didn't they just run it by default? Nevertheless,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm dealing with.
That whole thing was poorly handled.
Yeah, you had to have hackers to actually make the thing actually feel competent.
You know, I know we have updated versions of Crash and Spyro now, but it feels like a crime to not have the original games on the PlayStation Classic.
It's not like those were, one of some of your signature platforming games.
Yeah, exactly.
I also won't be surprised since Activision owns both those characters now. They were like, "Nuh-uh. Look, we already agreed that we could do these remasters. We're not going to put it on your dinky little device."
Hmm.
It's very possible.
Yeah, maybe. Activision can be pretty shitty about stuff like that.
I think my friend basically canceled his pre-order of the PlayStation Classic when he realized when he found that they were putting Battle Arena to shit in it, and he hates that game with a passion.
Yeah, I hear that game's not all that great. And I know this is a nitpick, but Twisted Metal 2 would have been a little more preferred than to the first one.
I mean, I was surprised they even were willing to put the first Persona in that thing.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that one's there because that one, Persona didn't really get big until 3.
It's also an expensive game, so
Yeah.
you have to keep a way of getting it, and it's not a PAL version either.
Yeah.
You get that silly Mark face.
It is that. It is still that goofy localized version. Not complaining though.
They tried to re-Americanize Persona.
I still
Keep
remember.
that botched localization as it is. You can play the fixed one on PSP.
True.
Yeah.
But no, I still remember the last ConnectCon we all went to,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was Paige or somebody was playing Persona 1.
Oh yeah, it was my friend Tony. He was playing.
Tony was saying, okay.
Yeah.
I remember Paige was reading the dialogue, and
Yeah.
every time Mark would speak, I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to get SCR in trouble with Twitch or anything. But
Yeah, sorry, but Tony ain't here to give you the N-word pass. You'll have to check back some other time.
well, it's not just that, but we're live on Twitch. They're pretty anal about shit like that.
That's because you don't have the pass.
Speaking of that, want to hear about something funny that happened on Twitter? And by funny, I mean out of nowhere and a little sad.
Okay.
So sorry. Trying to get out of here.
Oh shit, they're just combo womboing you.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
So,
There's a Twitter account that is trying to like spur interest in Bloody Roar and maybe eventually get it revived. I can't remember like what the handle was for it exactly, but it was like Bring Back Bloody Roar or something like that. Like I've known about it. Another streamer I know about, Jeremiah Isaiah, he knows about it. He's communicated with it on a few occasions. So anyway, this account makes a post just randomly one day saying, you know what, they should add Uriko to Dead or Alive.
Sure, why not?
Now, for context, Uriko is Jeremiah's favorite character. Holy shit, this game is slowing down.
Who is Rico again? It's been a while.
16-year-old girl cat thing.
Oh.
Was it the one that where she does the monkey dance or whatever? Because my most exposure to Bloody War is through Primal Rage.
So, not a Bloody Roar game. Anyway.
Primal Fury, I think. What's it called, Primal Fury?
Primal Rage is something very different.
Yeah, I know. It's the arcade game. But I'm like, God damn, what was the name of the GameCube one?
That was Primal Fury.
Okay, Primal Fury. That was my most exposure to Bloody War.
Okay. Almost got this room clear. God damn it, it's gonna spawn more enemies. Anyway. So, he makes... The Bloody Roar account makes that post. Jeremiah sees it. And is like, what the fuck? No. Why? And the person's like, why not? And by that time, I've seen this. And so it's appropriate we mentioned Filthy Frank earlier. Because I screenshotted their tweets and green screened Filthy Frank over it.
Nice.
The part like, this is not okay.
Man.
And so this person with, oh geez, god damn it, another shitty platforming segment. I shouldn't be surprised. Anyway.
And a pool full of acid, no less.
Oh, now they're moving across the acid. Even better.
Aww.
Anyway. I keep getting sidetracked from the story. So I do that, and Jeremiah's like, no, there are other Bloody Roar characters who would fit this better if you're even going to do this dumb shit. And the person just replies with, stupid N.
What an asshole.
And he says that to Jeremiah, and then he starts saying it to me? And then at that point, I figured I might as well have a little fun with this. So I reply with an animated image of, remember the Livid Angry Gamer video?
Yep.
The part where I get really angry and then slap the game with a towel. That's what I did. That's what I posted.
Oh, lol.
Using your sword as a fishing rod?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do with this.
That's kind of goofy looking.
Oh, I never finished the story, so long story short, that account got banned in minutes.
Oh.
Well, that's what
I
he gets for
won.
being an idiot.
And saying forbidden language.
Yep.
Oh, that is damaging it. I couldn't even tell.
So, I've been playing a lot of Beat Saber.
And I heard you're getting good at expert.
I'm getting better at it. I'm able to do expert on the first 2 volumes now.
Nice.
I'm still getting used to the Imagine Dragons soundtrack.
Yeah, I haven't bought the new DLC yet.
Yeah, that's the thing I kind of don't like about the game is that it doesn't have a huge library of music. So I'm just taking whatever it throws at me at this point for DLC.
Aren't you able to add your own music into that game though?
I have the PS4 version.
If you're,
Oh,
I may consider getting a VR headset for PC at some point. I saw that Oculus released a new Rift S, which this time they had the sensors built into the headset itself.
Hmm. It's kind of
Um,
weird the PS4 version can't do that because I think you could add your own music on the PS4.
Well,
well, that's awesome.
that's the canon ending.
Yeah.
I am done with this.
Aww.
I can't blame you. This looks fucking terrible.
Let's relive some of the greatest hits of Nano Breaker. Actually, how many cutscenes are there? Let's try and use this to gauge how far we got. 11 out of 20, so we passed the halfway point.
So is this a video game or a DVD?
It's a video game on a DVD.
Oh.
Yay, we're done. Yay, we're finally done playing this piece of shit. Well,
Comrade summed it up best. That is way too much filler to go through. Thanks for sticking around for that. Fuck Nano Breaker. And I'm gonna say as much on Twitter as soon as I go offline. Thanks for watching.
Alright. See ya.
Peace out.